Hey, good morning. My name is Sean Webb. I'm the Director of Community Engagement at the Educational Foundation for Desert Sands Unified School District, and you are watching Classroom Conversations. We are the community engagement show that engages everything Great Desert Sands, everything amazing in the Coachella Valley, and talk about all the highlights of our students and so forth. We got a fun show planned for us today, but I wanted to make sure to thank all of our sponsors who are with us regularly. Obviously, the school district. Thank you for employing me and having us have this show. The foundation staff who wrote out the foundation board who wrote out a community grant with the city of Indio. Thank you to the foundation as well as the city of Indio. Prep Sports Weekly. Kevin Pillow, you're our great friend to the foundation and Desert Sands, and thank you for being our halftime show host, as well as Craig Campbell. This doesn't happen on your platform without your blessing. So thank you very much, CoachellaValley.com. It's always great to be with you guys. But I'd like to read our foundation mission statement. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. And their vision statement. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in DSUSD. Okay, without any more from me, let me go ahead and bring on the true star of this show, our very own Chef Mary. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How are you? I'm doing very, very well. It's 65 degrees here today. Oh, I'm excited. Yesterday it got up to 90.
Okay, got up to 90 yesterday. Well, we're approaching triple digits here in the desert.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's getting a little warm here. But no, very exciting as we're moving along with the school year. As I want to remind people, as the school year is getting warmer and things usually come to an end, and we have some celebrations coming forward. And today we're actually going to celebrate one of our own staff, and we'll share about that in a second. Pretty exciting about that.
So You guys must be coming up on spring break?
Yep, spring break will be coming up in the middle of April. It coincides right in the middle with all the festivals going on. So that's kind of exciting. But yes. We got the festivals coming up. We got spring break coming up. Let's see. This last week alone, Mary, you remember this week. This is Palm Desert. This is the Fashion Week. And how Friday, Saturday, Sunday is usually at the end of Fashion Week is Palm Desert Food and Wine. That being said, I know our friends at La Quinta High will be over at they'll be doing the James Beard Luncheon. They'll be doing all different activities throughout Palm Desert Food and Wine.
I remember those days well. That was really exciting to have them work with all those celebrity chefs and how gracious they were to work with our students. And
my crush is Brooke Williamson.
Yes, that's right. And then we met Kat Cora and Gail and Artie. I think Artie Sequeira.
All of
Zach
our favorites.
Zach was in our building making pumpkin lava cakes with one of our students.
Yep.
I remember the one year they asked us to portion out all the prep for the event, and that was a challenge. That was the biggest challenge we ever had.
So we can thank our friend Chef Jenna Van Loon over at Ranch Mirage. I believe she got that task this year. I did talk to her. So I think she got tasked that duty this year, and she's got students that'll be working all throughout too. So it's always a great community event to see the two schools working together with professional chefs.
Yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah. But Mary, we got a full day. I'm going to go ahead and push us along here. As a reminder to everybody, we have Super Seconds where you can get most up-to-date information from Mr. Bailey. As Mary and I always say, that's the easiest way to read things because he takes those large documents and makes it into a couple sentences here and there. So that's great. For everybody in the public to know, we are still doing COVID-19 testing clinics. This is available Monday through Friday at our various spots there throughout the school district. So Mary, this is a cool thing. I want to make sure that people know about this, the Goldfish Bowl. We've talked about this before, but this is the Desert Sands version of Shark Tank. And we have that coming up that is available for people to apply. This is all for Desert Sands teachers. They can apply for this, and it's up to a couple $1,000s that you can get for a program for being innovative in your classroom. So I want to make sure to put up the link here. Let me actually, Mary, I want to put in the comment section here so DSUSD staff knows to apply. But no, it's pretty exciting. You can get up to $3,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can get up to $3,000 there. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. Let me put out real quick. in the comment section, if you want to go ahead and click on that link, you'll see the application to the Goldfish Bowl for this year. Those are our goldfish. Those are our large sharks. So you got, let's see here. Let's start from the bottom. Brandon Weimer. We know Brandon from
Yes.
Brandon Toffee, close friend and a La Quinta High grad. Joe Wallace, the Chief Innovation Officer for Coachella Valley Economic Partnership. You know Kelly over at the Rancho Mirage Ritz-Carlton.
Yes.
We have our own Kathleen McEntee. She's a great partner with Desert Sands. I'll tell you, she's always arranging for auction items for our gala as well. And then don't mess around. You've gotten to a little fist fight with this guy here, Tim Bradley. We saw you in the kitchen with once. I think I saw him with fists against you, and you had knives. I don't know if
yes,
you
I did. Yeah, he definitely was. I was going to be on the ground.
Okay. Too funny. And then also, let's see here. Oh, you know what? Mary was just sharing. Deadline for the Goldfish Bowl was actually yesterday, but we will accept applications today. Yes, Mary. Sorry about that. Yeah, applications were due yesterday, but we're still accepting applications. Very important for people to know about that. Thank you for that. Our very own Mary Perry is answering and corresponding with us, so that's great.
I know she's got to keep it straight.
Exactly. And then another one of the goldfish is a local attorney, Amir Assar. He's the one that challenged Shadow Hills High School to some video game tournaments. So that's kind of cool when he did that in the fall. But continuing on, Mary, because I want to get to our guest here. La Quinta High, as you know, they're doing a food drive with Find Food Bank. That is going on the 28th through the 13th. You'll be collecting that over at La Quinta High. So make sure you can get over and get all your items over to them. So, Mary, we've been talking about looking through windows. This is a foundation-sponsored event. So this is pretty amazing. We had the opening night on the 17th. We had a live band there from one of our elementary schools. You can see the parents walking through. And then here is, this is Mercy and her students from the preschool that walk through to see the artwork. And then also we got to thank our communications team. I'm going to hit this video here while we're kind of talking about it. But this was just fantastic. Sean Insignias, Angela, who is our intern, as well as Dan Diaz and Mary Perry have been working hard to get this all together. But this was the actual opening night where Sean was able to document, as well as get pictures of people walking through, as well as highlight how some of this artwork was created. So, just a great opportunity for our students. Over 1,000 pieces of art, Mary, have been entered into this art show. Over 1,000 pieces. Pretty fantastic. We have stuff from our youngest students who are at TK from our oldest students who are seniors in high school. So it's a wide variety of great work. Like this is pictures of an elementary class that put that piece together.
Oh, well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So got to thank Sean for putting this together. Sean's just very talented with all these types of things. But no.
That is incredible.
Yeah, some great artwork that's right in our hallways here at the district office. So I'll be honest with you, before I was just walking through and you'd see the blank hallways. Now you see nothing but artwork on all of the walls, all the flat surfaces. So I know that our guest who's behind the scenes right now, he gets to see them just like I do every day. That was a dress made by a student. That's Mr. Bebo's daughter.
Oh, this is what you were telling me about.
Yeah, she made that dress, and she's actually interning the whole week at Fashion Week. She's working directly with them. And actually, if I come back to it, I think Mary Perry even mentioned that too. We have students. We have students that are going to Fashion Week all week long. And thank you to the Schnitzer Foundation and Palm Desert Life Magazine for making that possible.
Oh, that's incredible.
I got to thank Mary. She's always on her toes to make sure I get all the correct thank yous out there.
I know. She's a mom.
Okay, let me see here. I'm trying to move along to the next slide here. As you know, Mary, we've been talking about this event, Shane Sound Good Gala. This is for Palm Desert High School. I actually get to host this event this weekend. This is, I'm the MC with La Quinta Brewery Company. We have their head beer master. We have a chef. And then there's people that are actually going to be at the facility itself over at the new La Quinta Brewing Company over in Palm Desert. And then there's going to be people via Zoom. So I'm going to be hosting this event. This is their gala for the year. So be very exciting. This is where you get a tasting for two, and then they drop off food to your house to go along with the whole gala.
Oh, yeah.
And or you just show up to the gala there. They only have, I think, 50 seats in-house, though. So a little bit different. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Before we get to our guests here, we have Growing Up Digital. This is the annual parent night. This is coming up Wednesday, April 6th from 6:30 to 7:30. You could access all of this information on DSUSD.us, as well as, Mary, if you are signed up for Peach Jar, you get these right to your email box. So it's pretty nice to have all this information. And then we also have Save the Date for the African American Parent Advisory Committee for their senior recognition. That's not until May 13th. But if you'd like to go ahead and make a donation and so forth to the AAPAC, please contact us direct. They're looking for assistance with that. But without any more, let's talk about what we're really here for, Mary. Pretty exciting. We are very honored to have one of Riverside County's Employees of the Year. We have Classifier Administrator of the Year, Dan Cappello, who's going to join us. Let's bring him on. Good morning, Dan. How are you?
Good morning, Sean. I'm doing good.
Excellent.
Hi, Chef Mary.
Yeah, I want to be one. Who am I kidding? We're not the first. I'm always late to the game with this. Everybody gets to see you before we do. You've been on KESQ, NBC. I'm sure the Desert Sun's done some articles. But they finally make it to Classroom Conversations. I want to just say congratulations, Dan Cappello. Yes. Well deserved.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hey, before we get into this, can I just comment on the art?
Yeah, please do.
I've been walking around looking at the art on the wall, and it's been absolutely amazing. And two things that I want to point out real fast is, number one, the screen, whoever the kids were or kid that did the screen, it's better than the real painting. I mean, it's amazing. And then in the cabinet down in the hallway is Heisenberg, I believe. It's a ceramic Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. There's so much talent. And honestly, some of these paintings that are on the wall here, they should be in a museum. They're really cool. So if you get the opportunity, I recommend everybody come out and check it out.
Yeah, and if anybody does want to check out Dan, as you know, the district office is open here from 8 to 3:30. People can come in and check that out. Just check in here at the front desk. See Myrna. Make sure you bring your ID, because we do check IDs on everybody. Bring your ID, and then you can come walk the hallways. That'd be pretty cool. But Dan, thank you for talking and highlighting our art. Why don't we talk a little bit more about you? Congratulations again for County Office Employee of the Year.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's just been an amazing experience. But I think that the most important thing that I need to do right now is to point out that my staff has been absolutely fantastic. Certainly the last 2 years have been difficult, but even under the best of circumstances, they do a great job and making sure, we serve 22,000 meals a day on average. The vast majority of the time it goes very smoothly, but when it doesn't, they react quickly. They certainly care about our students and our staff. So even though I get the award, I do believe it certainly is a shout out to our entire staff here. They're the ones that deserve this honor.
I agree. And as Mary Perry's been commenting all throughout our show today, I do want to say that she says it best. We are a great team here at Desert Sands.
We are a great team.
We are a great team. And if it's not just at the school site, it's at the district office, or it's the district and the school, or the district, the school, and the community. We are just a great team to work with. And
I agree. There's so many pieces to the puzzle here. And if one piece is missing, you don't get a full picture of what goes on. So definitely very fortunate to work in an organization like this where everybody is so supportive.
Yeah, I agree. So, Mary, I want to share with you, as Dan has been, as I said, we're a little late to the game with giving the congratulations, but there was this video that was shared with me, and I want to share it with you. This is our own preschool that came up and greeted Dan in his office. I got the sound turned off so we can kind of talk about it. These are the preschool. What did they give you there, Dan?
They gave me a card with all their names on it, and they actually had little pictures of all the food they like, which was really awesome. And they gave me flowers, which I'm gonna struggle to keep looking as beautiful as they do now, but it was really very, very sweet. They brought butterflies. Evidently, they're butterflies. They had monarch butterflies that they're hatching down in their class, and they had happened to hatch that day, so they brought those with them, and I got to meet them as well. And then they brought me a big Danish that certainly isn't federally or state compliant with nutrition regulations, but delicious none the same. So it was really good.
Yeah, I can see there's the butterflies. We don't see the Danish. I don't want to show the food that's not compliant on here.
No,
very funny.
But it was amazing. Those butterflies were awesome. They're great kids, and we had a lot of fun. So that was awesome. Very, very nice.
Yeah, and kudos to the teacher that took the time to put that together to let our young people know to recognize excellence.
Yeah, that's Miss Mercy, and I don't recall, sorry, her last name right now, but she's absolutely fantastic with those kids. She's such a sweet lady. I love the singing that they do, and they're really engaged in all of it. So it was awesome. It was really one of the highlights of this whole experience for sure.
Yeah. So Mary, as I was sharing, we're a little late to the game. This actually happened on March 11th, where Dan had a surprise visit from the county superintendent, Dr. Gomez.
Oh,
And from what I understand, so I was actually off property. I was up in Sacramento at a conference with the rest of the communications team. But from what I understand, Dan, they had the entire district office come out and kind of surprise you and called you back.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. They told me I had to go out to the parking lot, so I hid out there trying to figure out what that was all about. And it was neat because they had all the TV cameras, which kind of, that was interesting in itself, But they actually had probably about 150 or 200 of the district employees hiding around the corner.
Yep.
And so they came around the corner and congratulated me. So it definitely was one of the highlights of my career.
Hey, you know what? It well deserved. And we've talked about this before. How many millions of meals did you guys serve during the pandemic?
It depends on when you do the date,
Okay.
when you close the date. It was, I remember in the beginning, I think it was 7 million, and then it went to 9 million. It's kind of hard to recall exactly. It depends on what dates you use. But like I said, really, it's a monumental task under the best of circumstances.
Yeah.
But even when we have heaters and food warmers, refrigerators, air conditioning, point of sale systems, it can be a challenge under the best of circumstances.
Yeah.
But once we moved out to the sidewalk and everybody knows what the desert heat can be like, we get to 110, 115 degrees. And then the teachers and the administrators, the health department came and helped us.
Yeah.
All hands were on deck for sure, and we got it done. But it was amazing how well everybody adapted to all this.
And I'll say, if it's not for great leadership, that doesn't happen, because you guys are business as normal March 13th, and then you had to completely change 3 days later. And
I think that's one of
3 days later. There was a weekend between there where you normally don't work.
Yeah, I was actually on vacation when all this started. I got a call, and it was like they didn't know details really, but just be ready for the world to change, and it certainly did. So in the beginning it was extremely difficult, but then we got found our pace, and we were able to pull it off. But leadership, that I'm certainly, thank you for the compliment, but my people are for the vast majority of them are very easy to lead, and they're the real heroes in all this.
Yeah.
Mary, and what all happened during this whole time period too? And I know that Dan was Employee of the Year for this last year and so forth, but what happened 2 years ago is now hit, I want to say, the state, right? When we have actual local produce that's grown here in Coachella that gets to go in a kid's lunch. That didn't happen before. Dan made that happen with a couple of our local farmers.
Yeah, that's been really exciting. As a matter of fact, Ed, later this morning, we actually have fresh carrots with the tails, Bugs Bunny style.
Okay.
So we're headed to Johnson to probably work with an older class, like the 5th grade, to talk to them about what it looks like when it comes out of the field, what the difference would be from the baby carrots that we normally serve.
Yeah.
And then I also have an appointment with a 5th grader this morning who also wants to work on some food collection, sort of like we were doing at John Glenn. So I've got a busy morning with kids, but the farm to school stuff has been amazing. And I'm really glad that we were able to do it. COVID, for all the terribleness of all of it, there has been some bright sides. And one of them was being able to form local partnerships.
I agree completely with that. Not only forming local partnerships, but I've seen a big urge to support local and small businesses.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It really doesn't make sense. You stick it on a truck, you drive it halfway across the state, they stick it in a refrigerator and then ship it back, especially the way the fuel prices are and the market. It's time for sure.
Yeah. So Mary, if you remember, dating back to our first times of doing this show, we've invited on Employees of the Year, County's Employees of the Year. And as you can share, if you remember Allison Sear, she came on here when we congratulated her for county. You remember that?
Yes.
And you remember we also had her on a second time for state. Think that could happen with Dan also?
Sure.
Of course.
Sure. I'm not sure they
Dan
have a
Cappello.
state for administrators, but that Allison Sear is something else. Like I think that's probably like the best part of all of this is not the award itself, but just seeing how awesome the other administrators or the teachers or the classified people. I mean, the other ones that have won this award so far have just been absolutely outstanding. So I think for me, it's really nice to be held to the same, the same. I'm in good company for sure.
Yes,
They're
yes,
great.
you
Yes,
are.
for sure.
For
Well,
sure.
Dan, like I started working at the arena about a year ago, and it was closed, and so it was a big undertaking to get it open. And we have a leader, Jason Turk. I'll tell you his name, who reminds me of you. He's kept us together. He's held us. He's been like the glue and the strength, and coming in with a quick joke every now and again. Always appreciative. Always willing to jump in and help out. And I think that's where you come in. With your employees, and everybody sees that and they feel it. And our people we finally realized that we are actually a working team to make this come together. And last night when I was working, we said, "Gosh, something feels really wrong." And they go, "What do you mean?" And they go, "It's quiet. Everybody's doing their thing. They're asking questions. They're picking up pieces of information." And it goes back to the people that lead us, and that's people like you.
Thank you very much. That's high praise. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, Dan, I know you have a busy day, and I love that you're meeting with students to find out more about what they want and how to, make improvements in their own school sites and so forth. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us before we let you go?
No, I just like to thank everybody. Certainly this is going to be another challenging year. It looks like, anybody that's been to the grocery store has noticed procurement issues from paper towels. Everything is a challenge. So I appreciate the patience everyone has shown us with the menu substitutions. There's going to be more of those, unfortunately, but we'll just continue to keep doing what we're doing. It looks like this program's going to grow a bit next year as well. So we're looking at serving a couple thousand more meals next year. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
Okay. Absolutely amazing. Well, Dan, keep rolling around with the punches and keep on doing great work for Desert Sands. And congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Good to see you, Chef Mary.
Same here. Congratulations, Dan. We're proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dan. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. It's always amazing when we get to congratulate our staff and employees of the year. As I told you, Mary, it's kind of contagious. If they come here, then they go to the state level. We'll see what happens.
And it's kind of interesting because, like I told him, when you work with someone that's a true leader and that, that he has your back, everybody comes together.
Yep.
It's just amazing how everybody just comes together and they're cohesive in their thought process and following directions and asking questions. And it comes from a person like Dan who, holds everybody to a higher level. And I think everybody wants to get to a higher level. And the expectation is realistically that they can manage that. It's pretty impressive.
And one of the things that I could say, I didn't get to know Dan until I came to the district office. And one of the things he values is one of the things I value, and that's relationships. Exactly. And Dan was one of the first people here at the district office. He came over to, La Quinta a couple times, and we met him a couple of times here and there. But it was Dan that it was he and Mary Perry and a couple other directors here that kind of welcomed me to the district and helped develop those relationships. And I can see he does that with his staff. And by doing that with his staff, it's contagious. And it just makes for a great work environment. So once again, Dan Cappello, congratulations. That's amazing that you got that honor. Yeah, definitely.
I know. Well deserved. Well earned.
Yeah. Mary, I want to continue on here. As I told you, I was going to make a visit at a spot, the Indio Teen Center. So I promised Brooke I'm going to save all the footage for that for when she's on with us next. But I visited them. I was just there on Tuesday, took a tour with Rosalva, which is an amazing facility, absolutely amazing facility. A couple hundred kids go there each and every day. You got to love me, Mary. When you see the videos, you'll understand why. I immediately got to thinking about events. what can I use this property for? Because it is just fantastic. But it's a great free resource for our students. So I hope that people really take advantage and utilize that program. But no, I can't wait to show you the footage of this. It was such a great day. I got to go there right at the end of the school day. So I was there when there was no students there. And then I saw how many students came in. It was just remarkable.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely remarkable. Yeah. But Mary, I want to share something with you. You may think this is funny. So we just had a big tennis tournament here in town, right?
Yep.
So at the tennis tournament, we're lucky. Desert Sands is a very good friend of the BNP, very good friend of the Indian Wells Tennis Gardens. I'm holding a sneaker right now.
Oh.
Want to take a guess whose sneaker that is?
No, I can't.
I'm going to put it right there. Rafael Nadal's tennis shoe he wore on the court when he played in the championship against Taylor Fritz, who Taylor Fritz won. Hold on. Taylor Fritz's shoe from the match and autographed. Okay. So it was pretty remarkable. During the match, Taylor was having issues with his shoes, and you could see this on national television. He had issues with his shoes. Reason why is because the lace ripped, and he had to retie the laces. We got the exact shoe that he had to retie. But this is a guy who won $1.2 million playing tennis that day.
Oh, my gosh.
So this is his ripped shoe. And we got this for the gala, and we're going to be auctioning these things off.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, tell us about the gala now. What's the update on that?
Yeah, so I'll tell you about the gala. Hold on one second. Yeah, so about the gala, as you know, it's June 4th to be at the Renaissance Esmeralda. That's over in Indian Wells. We're honoring our very own Scott Bailey, our superintendent, who's retiring at the end of the year. He's been a great supporter of the foundation, great supporter of everything education in the Coachella Valley. We are also honoring, as a community group, as you know, the tennis gardens, and thank you for our connection there. So we're going to honor the tennis gardens, where we have Rolf Hohen, who basically does my job for the tennis gardens. He's on our planning team. And then lastly, we're going to honor Walter Clark. As you know, Mr. Clark, 7777777.
Yes.
Call him on the sevens. He's been a great supporter of education ever since I moved to the desert. I remember seeing his advertisements where he's giving $500 a month to teachers and staff and education. So thank you, Walter Clark, for all that you do for education. So that's me on June 4th. It's going to be a James Bond themed event. It'll be very exciting. Can't wait for it. And Mary, I want you to mark your calendar. You're sitting at my table.
Yeah, I just wrote the date down on here, and it's kind of nice because I think we're between seasons at the arena, which is kind of nice too. I think our last event's Andrea Bocelli. That's
wow. Okay. Bocelli. Okay. Very nice. Hey, maybe you can get us a connect and see if he'll do a secret, like a song for us.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. No problem.
I will say the Eisenhower Hospital had their gala at the tennis gardens, and Bocelli opened it up.
Really?
Yeah. They also made $125 million that night.
Oh my god.
A little bit different level than we are, right?
Well, we'll get there.
Exactly. Hey, before I let you go, Mary, there's somebody near and dear that's saying hello that I want to make sure to show.
Oh, from sunny Rochester. Ooh.
Sunny Rochester, Carol. Does that mean the snow is just melting? Is that what that means? It's sunny Rochester? Exactly. Well, Mary, I thought today was great. Nice to catch up with Dan and see him and congratulate, give him credit where credit's due.
Totally. He's such a great guy. I mean, I just have such a great deal of respect for him.
Most definitely. Well, Mary, hey, that's all I got for us. Would you like to close us out?
Just have a super great day. It's spring. There's no snow in San Diego and probably none in the desert. Enjoy the day. Be kind to people. Say hello. I say hello when I walk in the morning to the kids that walk to school, and they actually say hello back, which is kind of nice.
There you go. Hey, say hello to people. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you Tuesday morning. We'll see you.
Bye, Sean.